Well, the kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started. And off we go in our nation's capital. A solid stiff arm. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. They'll have a former Heisman Trophy winner calling the shots, hailing from the island of Oahu in Hawaii, Marcus Mariota.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action. Mariota. That is it. The hands of Krosky Merritt. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now Mariota. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. That's pulled in at the 32. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And how about the toughness of Dak Prescott? We see it all the time on the field. And remember when he had that serious ankle injury, would he return to form? Boy, did he ever. And he was better than ever, and that's great for the NFL. Terrific resilience, playing at a high level, capable of winning a championship with his arm and his legs.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the 1st down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
Well, when you're facing a receiver like this, you always come into a game thinking, we've got to put our best corner on him. We've got to find a way to get him off his routes, limit his touches. But that plan, not working too well on this opening drive. That's already 2 catches for him, and this one, good for a 1st down.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end. being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. Sharp there with his feet. Gets him a little extra space. And then drop just inside the 20. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll lead here to a third down.
It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a third down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already, I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on third down. They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
So on fourth down, Prescott off, and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. And his kick is indeed good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. On first down, it's Krosky-Merritt. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Now Mariota. And that will be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over first and 10.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
So from the 37, here's second down and 2.
Again, it's Williams. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He'll try and do this himself. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the 1st. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle him for just a short gain.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Throwing, Prescott. That is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the 1st.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Williams is in. Touchdown, Dallas.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL, so they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10.
Looking to put a drive together. The drive begins with a carry by Krusky Merritt. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
In motion goes the tight end. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.
Mariota. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Mariota.
To the sideline and incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. It'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Here's Williams to start the drive.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
To throw is Prescott.
He finds Pickens over the middle.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
Prescott to throw.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
Only able to gain a couple there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8.
Now Prescott.
Able to hit his target Lamb.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up.
And he will have a Cowboys first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Started the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Prescott now. Over the middle, it's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Prescott. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 24-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
A short one there, taken in by Ferguson.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. From the 22 now, here's second down and 8. Looking to throw. Prescott. Going right back to Ferguson. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, they've certainly not shied away from throwing the footballs. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
Williams. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Here's Prescott. Screen play set up for Williams. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that will lead to a 3rd and goal.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes our score 17-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Oh, nice move. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this